What's going on, guys? It's Winter Kills here, and welcome back to another post-commentary feature match. We'll call this round 3, I guess. Round 3, we've got me playing Atlantean Mermail versus my brother playing some D in the OCG style. I have some of the OCG cards in his main deck that aren't currently available in the TCG, so cards like Lamia, Genghis, Hexblood, all those really good cards that we don't have just quite yet. He's printed out some of the cards and has been using them as proxies. I'm sure some of you who know have been keeping up with this stuff on my channel, and you know what that's all about. So props to you guys. Anyways, I'm going to be opening up with Diva, so you already know it's a great turn. We're sending, or summoning out that Neptibus. Going to send Dragoons, and going to be adding a copy of Megalo as well as Dragoons. Now, had I would have planned a little better, that Maxi is going to pretty much hinder my entire turn and force me to stop dead in my tracks, so I do not want to give him card advantage. Because he definitely can OTK much like I can. Both of these decks, I would say, both have in common the ability to OTK as well as grind and put out pretty defensive boards. You know, if he's got Hexblood, Clear Wing, Crystal Wing, or I've got Gaios, etc., Moulin, Herald, cards like that. And it ends up being like a low-key perfect Moulin setup. I just didn't add it because I wasn't anticipating the Max C, so I guess that's kind of how it's going to end up. So I make Clear Wing. Clear Wing, I think, would be a pretty good card against D. It's going to stop some clutch cards like Ragnarok and Genghis, so I figured it'd be a good first turn play if I had to stop at some point. He's going to go Allure of Darkness. Very good card in the main deck. He only plays one copy right now. I think it's just because he doesn't want to be having to worry about banishing too much, but I think he's definitely going to bump it up to 2. I mean, it only makes sense to, right? And we'll see him banish the Ragnarok out of his hand. A Contract with the Gate's going to come down, and he's going to have himself a DD Swirl Slime. Going to be able to start fusioning summoning from hand now with that. Going to basically put in motion a lot of plays. Now, I do have Maxi in my hand as well, and the other day we were playing and my power was out and we had nothing else to do, and we were like using a flashlight because it was late at night and we were playing and the power was out, and thank God we have cards to play with because that doesn't require electricity, thank God. But it was basically OTK after OTK after OTK, and everybody had each of us had a Maxi both games. Like, it was like, oh, did you open Maxi? Well, then you win basically, and it just OTK after OTK. It was pretty interesting, and it's kind of funny to see that the same thing is pretty much happening right here. I OTK, and now he's pretty much calling my bluff at this point. I'm positive, and as you can tell if you just look at his grave, he does have a Lamia that he has not used yet. He has Swirl Slime. He's got a Ragnarok in his graveyard that he can revive. He's got Genghis on board already. Now he's gonna summon some things out here, and I wanted to slow his play down here because like he went a little too fast, so I wanted to have a chance here to stop what he was doing. So Genghis on the summon of Ragnarok, and Ragnarok's effect activating, and also Genghis as well. I negated the Ragnarok effect to stop its summoning effect, but he's ended up summoning another Ragnarok anyways to summon out the other Dark due to Genghis's effect, so I wasn't able to hinder his plays too much there. He's got Beowulf, just basically going overkill at this point. My Clear Wing can't really do too much. I'm just double checking the effect just because like I don't want to miss some thing that I could have stopped, but either way, it's game over pretty fast, and I can't really do anything battle phase either because of the Meteor Burst, and you saw all those cards in my hand. It was basically just pushing through the Maxi. Now that brings up a point, and Mermail players, listen up. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I've seen builds in the past playing Gores in the main deck, and cards like that, just so things like that you just saw there don't happen. And now I've been thinking recently, and I was talking to a friend of mine who comes to my locals here. You'll see him in the video of me playing against him when he's playing Xyz Monarchs. He actually brought up the fact, he's like, oh, maybe you should try playing Gores again. And I thought about it just because like it's kind of decent for going first if you can't do anything and you get Maxi like that. It would have came in clutch there, of course, like, you know, that one of a situation where it would have came in handy. But I don't know. Gores, what do you guys think? Gores or Speed Red Menko? I don't know. Something along those lines. Maybe would be interesting. He thinks he's cool with his Vanity's Fiend first turn. I actually have 2 ways to end up outing it, one being Gamma Seal, one being Pike and Infantry, so I really didn't care too much about his goddamn ulti Vanity's Fiend. But he ends up striking my 1-for-1, so there goes the Neptibus play, and I'm going to summon out the Pike anyways. Going to be sending a Infantry, and sending that. It's going to add me a Marksman from deck to hand. Teus will come out. I'll grab a Turge. So if anything remains on my field after next turn, I have a rank 4 play. I can go into Dweller. Very helpful. Won't get the Dragoon search, but I'll be able to make a rank 4 nonetheless. Well, top deck, probably the best top deck he could have gotten. You see the life points there on my phone, 8,000 to 22. Pretty close. You know, he paid 1,500 for the 1,500 for the strike, and then he took the damage from Turge and not Turge, Teus and Pike. But he top decks the Glow Bulb, and he's able to search off of Contract, grabbing Ragnarok, Swirl Sign bringing that out, and him reviving the Dark with Ragnarok, like such. And now he's got a rank, or a level 7, or level 8 Synchro play. Gonna put him in a very good position here. And I'm not too sure what he ends up going for, but I think he goes for Stardust Spark. And then well, he's gonna go through Battle Phase here first. Attacking over Turge, or Pike, I keep getting the two confused, both level 4 Mermails that are relevant. Attacking over those two Glow Up Bulbs, swinging directly. He'll Synchro for, I think, Stardust Spark, and then he's just going to overlay for Felgren. And I think it ends up being a pretty good idea, because it's going to be able to stop anything that I'm able to put on board. The Turge in my hand that I don't even think I could have activated this effect. So the Felgren wasn't hindering me that way. It was just the fact that I didn't want to just put my turd in attack position and have to take more damage over that. And he'll make Beowulf. I chain the Max C. It doesn't matter at all because he's going off here, and he can bring out Glow Up Bulb by its own effect this time. You can go into another level 8 Synchro. He's got Beowulf, so now his Dark and, of course, the Beowulf are piercing. I have Moulin in my hand and another copy of Max C. It's funny that I drew into that. And a Chalice drawing into that next turn. So I'm going to get 2-0'd there by those DDD OCG real quick. And I don't know. I don't think there was too much I could have done in both those games. I just kind of got outplayed and just did not draw an optimal hand. Game 1 it was rough playing through the Max C, and Game 2 I did not open up well. It's some of those times those things happen, and sometimes you're just given a break in a game, and you have a chance to your opponent's in a bad spot. You see that they're weak, and you've been given the opportunity to take advantage of it, but you can't capitalize. And that is the one thing that frustrates me the most sometimes, is when I'm playing and I want to play at my best and I want to make the most optimal plays and I want to make my deck do what it's able to do consistently, and it's OTK, put together massive boards, get searching, get all my effects going, but you just don't open up well and you're just not being able to capitalize. And that's what drives me to be able to keep going back into my build and keep editing it. As far as you guys are concerned, the build that is played in this video is the same exact build that was played in the test hand video previously. Test hand number 2, the second edition of test hands for Atlantean Mermails, as well as the most previous deck profile. It's the same. Maybe it's time for an update. Hasn't been that long, so I might not make a video about it just yet. I might need some more time just to work on it. I'm not sure what I'm even going to chain in the main deck. Maybe you guys have some suggestions, some spicy techs. I'm definitely open to hear those. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the commentary as well as the footage and the content that's been going up lately. I do appreciate all your guys' support. The channel's doing really well, and I do appreciate that, and I only have you guys to thank for it. And as always, guys, Winterkill signing out. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.